Right. The IT industry may have to pay GST of 1.5 lakh crore rupees if the judgment against Infosys does happen. My colleague Rucha is standing by with more details on this. Rucha, help us understand what's happening, what is the liability going to be for the industry, as well as what is the impact on the company?
Yeah, so Infosys has got a GST demand worth rupees 32,000 crore. Now, let me explain to you how this goes about for the IT industry. Now, generally, the IT company, which is headquartered in India, has a branch outside India, which is a foreign entity. And these two entities, that is the foreign entity and the Indian IT companies, are regarded as two distinct entities. Now, these two distinct entities have different services, exchange of services. Also, the Indian company infuses fund in the foreign company to fund its expenses. Now, same is the case which has happened with Infosys, wherein Infosys has infused fund in its foreign entity for its expenses. However, the GST department contends that Infosys has paid, this was regarded as payment for the services rendered by the foreign entity to Infosys. However, Infosys says that this is just a capital infusion and not a consideration for any services. Now, if this is just a capital infusion, this does not attract GST, which is the contention of Infosys. However, the GST department, which says that this is a payment for services and hence it attracts IGST, that is Integrated Goods and Services Tax. So this is what has happened with Infosys and the GST department. But then I have 4 points which support Infosys contention. Number one, this case has been around since last 10 years. That is the confusion whether the infusion of funds is regarded as actual infusion or is regarded as payment of services. So overnight, sending show cause notice to a company is more about the confusion with respect to this rather than tax evasion by the IT industry. And this is a common practice adopted by many IT companies. Number two, LTIMindtree has received a similar notice to pay 3,000 crore of GST, which has been on stay by the Karnataka High Court. So this again affirms that this is the confusion around this part rather than evasion. Number three, there are many clarifications and tribunal judgments as well which support that GST should not be levied on such kind of capital transfer. And lastly, FY17 and FY18 are the 2 years for which Infosys has received payment of GST, and there are a few years wherein the GST department cannot go back in time and issue notices for such years. Hence, it is likely that the department cannot go back in FY17 and 18 and issue notices for such kind of years. But we will wait for more clarification from the department and from the company as well.